it's MK and I am here with a mixed media mayhem layout for you guys today. And today we are doing the hop, which we have asked Jennifer Rambert if we could use her layout to lift. And she graciously said yes. So that is what we are going to be doing for our hop for the end of the month. I am using my Kit Conspiracy kit, and I'm just sharing with you guys what pieces and papers and items and things I've picked from the kit. Surprisingly enough, with this kit, I actually used little bowls and trays and stuff like that to hold all of my elements, because there was a lot of elements from this collection. So I tried to separate the tickets and the tags and the labels and things like that from it's not the potpourri mix, that was the other collection. But I think it was the Sunkissed mix, the Sunshine mix. I don't know, you guys, but I tried to separate them, and in the end, they just did not. I kept the stars and the clouds together still until I actually opened them. And then for the missing pieces, I apologize about this, but I just went and screenshot what they had for their elements, and then printed them out on just plain Jane copy paper. I'm not trying to steal their images or anything. I just wanted a replacement. I don't even know if they're going to be the same size, but I wanted a replacement for when the package actually shows up, and then I will just go back to my layouts and put on the elements that were supposed to be put on. So that's what I did in order to remedy the mistake that I made for not getting the two missing pieces that are from the kit. They are still coming, you guys. If you ordered the kit, I apologize, but they are on their way. Pretty Little Studio just had an issue with their printer, and it is slowing them down. So they have to do one order at a time, you know, and just maintain business that way. So they are doing what they can, you guys. It's just the process of things. I've been there. I've done that. And I know exactly what they're going through. So I apologize. It is entirely my fault. All right. So I have showed you guys the papers I'm playing with. I went and took the paper plates, which I think is a hilarious name for these, and fussy cut out these 3 strips from that piece of paper. And then I will bring back the other papers or the other strips at a later date. I also wanted to add this fiber into my layout because it's a beach layout. It's not a very bright, vibrant, oh my gosh, perfect photo. It's all my beach photos for some weird reason are dark like this. They don't reflect how bright and sunny the beach can be, because we always go at an overcast day. That way we don't have to worry about, we still have to worry about sunscreen and all that, but it just doesn't seem like it's a lot of worry. I don't know, you guys, making stuff up, like I said. So what I'm going to be doing is I want to lay everything out and then trace it, so that way when I start putting my mixed media, because the mixed media that is in this layout, other than the gessoed background, which I did not need to do because I didn't have a full printed piece of paper, so I omitted that step. But one of the things that that is also in here is a little bit of packaging technique or splattering at a diagonal. And so I definitely wanted to bring that in, but I want to know where all that's going. So I'm going to lay out my layout. I'm going to lay out the pieces for my layout, so that way I can trace them and know exactly where my mixed media needs to go. This is just something that I enjoy doing with my mixed media, because it frustrates me. It really does. It frustrates me when I am putting mixed media down. I don't really know how big does it need to be. Am I going to be covering most of it up? All that stuff. And so I find that if I do this tedious little process of laying everything out and tracing it, yes, it is a pill to do, because it is a lot of pre-work, and you kind of have to know exactly what you're looking for in your layout. But it is one of those processes that makes mixed media a lot better for me in that extra step, doing that extra step. thankfully, because I knew where this mixed media was going, because I had a sketch or a layout to follow, this process was a lot easier. Now, if I'm going from a process in my brain and trying to put it down on paper, I might handle it a little bit differently. But for this one, it was just a small little process. It was just a small amount of mixed media that I am supposed to be having on this layout. And so I really wanted to keep it small. I've always noticed that because I use oversized photos, my mixed media ends up taking up the entire page, where the example sketch or the lifted layout that we are doing wants us to have a lot of white space, and I don't seem to keep within that realm of tininess, you guys. So, but for this one, I wanted to try and keep my mixed media to a minimum, because there's a lot of personality on this page already. In fact, I probably could have done this entire layout without any mixed media at all, but that's not the name of the game, right? So I'm taking my two shimmers. One is Dandelion, which is the little yellow in the pot. And then I have Mai Tai. And I apologize if I don't remember the full name of it. I know it's Mai Tai something, but I can't remember the name of it. But that's the yellow that's in the spray. And they're just gorgeous summery yellows, you guys. I absolutely love them. But I wanted to make the dark shadow underneath all of my images, even though it's not really seen once everything is all dried. But I did do this in 3 separate layers. So I put my initial packaging down and my initial painting down, and then I let it dry. Then I came back to add a little bit more, let that dry, and now I'm adding my final little bits and pieces in, and then I will let that dry before I move on to assembling the layout. Now I am actually flipping the layout because my photo wasn't going in an up and down rectangle, which my brain can't process at this point to know what that word is. Horizontal? No, my photo is horizontal. And so I felt like because her photo was opposite direction of mine, then I needed the entire layout to be the opposite direction in order for it to look good. Now, like I said, I wanted to add these fibers. In the end, they don't even mean anything, but because it's a beachy layout, I really wanted this type of fiber of some sort. But the little ducks I want to have in my layout as well, because my daughter is following her Nana like a little duck, into the water. I think it was adorable. It was the first photo I thought of when I saw this piece of paper. I absolutely just wanted to put all the ducks, all the ducks on this specific piece of paper. And it doesn't happen, but that's what I wanted. So the layout doesn't go exactly together the way that I sketched it out, which kind of makes me go, how did I do that? But in the end, it does end up working out really well. I just have to add an extra cloud in where I wasn't expecting it. I'm using more paper strips and more paper than what the initial sketch is, and I mean, I'm making it my own. So here's where I realized that I mismanaged my papers, and so the lines aren't adding up. So I've got the little bear sticking out, and like I said, it's just going to be a matter of adding in an extra little cloud. Not a big deal. It's not like I had that cloud reserved for something. But yes, I definitely just needed to cover up that little bear. But I love how all these little ducks are all over this layout, and I'm going to be adding a few more little ducks as well. So following my little sketch lines, not to a T, but, just enough to cover them up to make sure that all my little clouds are going where they need to be. And mostly it was just the yellow cloud and the clear, yep, it's a clear cloud, and the teal cloud up at the top. And then for the bottom one, it was just that one bottom cloud. that I traced. I didn't really trace anything else because I didn't want my mixed media to go past that. I didn't want it to go any farther than that because, like I said, I just wanted a small amount and to keep it small. I realize that because of how large my photos are, my layouts always end up being bigger than what I'm trying to lift. And, I really want to make it a goal to at least contain it a little bit. All right, so back to these daisy die cuts. Like I said, I just took a screenshot and then printed it on my copy paper that I use in my regular printer, 8.5 by 11. I have no idea if they are the right size. I don't know. Like I said, Pretty Little Studios is having a problem with their printer at the moment. And so they're having to go to a local print shop and have everything printed. And then, of course, it's the holiday season. Honestly, I did order it over a month ago in order to get them shipped out to you guys, and it just didn't happen. I apologize. They are still on the way. It is not now it's over, I'm going to forget about it. They are... as soon as they get here, as soon as I get the shipping confirmation, I will let you guys know. I will keep you guys in the loop. You are not forgotten, I promise. It is not something that I'm going to forget about because it's driving me nuts that you don't have it. All right, so one of the things that Jennifer used on her layout was was a couple tiny word stickers. She stacked tiny word stickers, white words or black words on top of white words, which I thought was pretty cool. So I'm using the dictionary stickers, again, printed from my printer, just screenshotted it. So I had a placement holder for those stickers that are coming, I promise. And I am, what am I doing? I'm using those in place of where Jennifer used her dictionary. And I used one of them to help me with my title. So the dictionary word is the word summer, and then I had the word swimming for my title. Well, we're not actually swimming. They aren't. They are, but they are not. Long story. But they are... getting ready to go in, and Nana was going to show her how to beat the waves into, because that was one thing. Kyrie is so small in this photo that the waves were just overpowering her and it would scare her. So Nana was taking her in the water to go and teach her how to do that. But I liked the word summer, and now my title is Summer Swimming, and it's okay if I can't read all the words. I'm perfectly okay with that. And then, of course, I love the summer vibes. I just love how this layout turned out. I love the mix of the cool and the warm colors together. I like how this layout turned out, you guys. I really am enjoying this. I love the match of the Shimmers products to this collection. It was a beautiful yellow match. And yeah, so anyways, be sure to check out all of the Mixed Media gals playing along. Like I said, this is our monthly hop. So I have a big list down below of those that are playing along and joining us this month, joining the normal Mixed Media group for the hop, and I cannot wait to see what everybody comes up with. Also, too, don't forget to check out Janet Fritz's channel, Galaxy Girl Creations, to see how she is using this collection this month. And I'm excited to see how everyone is using this collection, to be honest, you guys, because it's not like me. And so I look forward to seeing how everybody is doing this collection, in all honesty. So anyways, I've said it 6 times. I'm out. I'll check you guys all later. And again, thank you for watching. Bye.